Okay, so the first hand, when you're there we go. So when you're showing hands at the end of the the betting, basically what beats what.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, if there's no pair, if both of you have no pair, then
Mm-hmm.
it's high card. So after all five cards are out and all the betting's done, who wins basically? The
Who?
person with an ace high wins. So if the other guy only has king high, his best five cards is with a king. You understand to use you can either use all five cards on the board, four of the cards, and one of the two cards you're holding, or three of the cards and two cards you're holding. And
Yeah.
whatever the best five card hand is who wins.
Yeah.
So if you have an ace and he has a king and there's no king on the board, no ace on the board, then you win because you have ace high.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Same
Oh
like you
yeah.
have a 10.
Yeah, because the ace is the strongest.
Correct. And
Hmm.
if you have a 10 and he has a 9 and there's no other cards on the board bigger than a 9 or a 10, then you win with a 10 high.
The 10 wins, yeah, because it's stronger.
Now you do pairs. Obviously, a pair of aces is better than a pair of kings.
Yeah.
A pair of aces is better than a pair of fours, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, two pair. So two pair is different. So if you have two aces and two fours, so you have aces and fours, and he has aces and sevens, he wins because he has aces and sevens, and you only have aces and fours.
Yeah, okay.
So if you have if you have kings, I got one for you. Let me quiz you. If you have two kings and two queens, and he has two aces and two threes, who wins? You have kings and queens. He has aces and threes. Who wins?
The aces always win.
Correct, because it's whatever the higher pair is. Then you go to the second pair.
Yeah.
Three of a kind, same thing. Three aces versus three kings. Three aces wins.
Yeah.
Four of a kind, same thing. So basically, after three of a kind, you know how to do a straight, right? Straight is what do you say? Escalera in Spanish.
Oh yeah, like
Uh,
going down or something. Like
yeah,
it's like numbers, one number after the other one after the other one. It could be whatever.
yeah.
No, it has
And
to
all I
be
know,
consecutive, like one, two, three, four,
no, it
five.
has to be sequential. It has to be sequential. So like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack,
Okay.
10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace.
Oh, okay, but it doesn't matter the kind. It doesn't matter, yeah. Or
Now, if you
the heart and
sorry,
whatever.
so remember how we talked about the nuts?
Yeah.
So if you have 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace,
Yeah.
that's an unbeatable hand. That
Ah,
hand cannot be beat. That's called
yeah.
Broadway.
It's not royal
So
flush.
it's not a royal flush. They have to be suited. If they're all suited,
Oh yeah.
all the same diamond, that's a royal flush.
It's like almost impossible. Huh? It's like the
Well,
percentage is rare.
possible, but it's very, very rare. It's
Yeah.
very rare.
Yeah. Got it.
Um, so you have a straight. Now flush is all the same suit.
Oh, got it. It doesn't
Now,
matter. Yeah. All right.
now if you have, see how it says ace 10, 6, 7, deuce
Yeah.
of spade? If you have the ace, and let's say you have ace 4 of spades, that's called the nut flush. It's an unbeatable flush, ace high flush.
If I have what? A what?
If you have an ace high flush, say you have an ace
Yeah.
and a king of spades, an ace and a king of spades, and there's 3 spades on the board, you have 5 spades, but it's the best flush possible. If
What is
somebody else has a high flush
what is
and
spades?
you have a
You said
spade
spade.
is the black pointy thing. Look at the word. Look at the picture. That's a spade where it says flush.
Oh, it's a spade. Okay, okay. I didn't know what it was. The name. Okay.
Have to slide it right on the Twitch because it's not showing your pictures in the way of the word flush.
Oh. Oh, it doesn't show. Oh shit. Show me. Oh, true. Let me remove it a little bit. Let me edit the scene. No.
I'm learning new words.
Okay, now we can
Fapping.
see.
What the hell is fapping?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
It's
I do want to know. I'm gonna ask my son when he gets home from school.
No. No, it's vulgar.
All right.
Yeah. Ask the chat. They're gonna tell you.
Guys, can you please explain what
No,
fapping is?
guys, you don't write naughty thing. He's gonna ask his son. You guys don't teach my viewers like a naughty word.
I'm gonna ask my son to explain to me
No.
Goofs are talking about with fapping.
No, it's
I'm
very...
sure he'll understand.
No. It's very naughty. It's nasty. Guys, don't act like nasty, guys.
Alright, let's move on. This is a waste.
It doesn't mean hugging your son. Okay? It doesn't mean that. Don't listen to them. Don't listen.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Okay, so flush. Do you see the flush where the ace of spades, 10 of spades, 7 of spades, 6 of spades, deuce of spades?
Yes, I see it.
That is the nut flush, which means it can't be beat by another flush.
Because
so if another guy has...
Yeah.
Sorry?
Because it has an ace at inside, right?
Correct. It can... Now, that hand can be beat by a straight flush. So if you have ace high flush and the other guy has, let's say, 8 of spades and jack of spades, that would be a straight flush because you would have 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry, 8, 9 of spades, not jack. I'm losing my mind. So 6, 7, 8, 9.
Because of the chat. I'm sure it's because of the chat. Guys, behave. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Anyhow, so the next one is full house.
Yeah.
When you see the 5 cards on the board, if there's not a pair on the board, then no one can have a full house. There has to be 2 of the same card on the board, on the 5 cards, in order for the other player to have a full house, or you to have a full house. Otherwise, it's...
Okay, hold on. There should be, if there is no pair on the table, is this what you're saying? No. Okay.
Yes.
Say it again.
If there's not 2 of the same card on the table, then no one can have a full house.
Oh, not of the same cards means a pair.
Yes.
If there is not a pair, then nobody can have a full house.
Yes. You probably want to write that down.
No, but I'm gonna highlight this part and keep it and for myself.
Yeah.
And watch it again.
Yeah, if there's no pair on the board, you can't. The other player, no one can have a full house, which is very important information.
Okay.
Because if you have an ace high flush, and there's no pair on the board, then your hand cannot be beat unless there's enough cards connecting to a straight flush.
Fuck it.
So it's good to know
so many
when
things.
you have.
Okay, let me write it. So if there is no pair on board, because that's important, you said, then nobody have a full house, right?
Yes.
It's so many things to remember. So much.
That's why you have to play. Because when you play, you learn the game more. You got to remember, I've been playing forever, and you can never stop learning in Texas Hold'em. You're always learning.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like I'm still learning the terms, and yeah. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Are you reading the chat? They're trying to...
I am reading the chat.
No, they're distracting you. They are trying to distract you. Nobody is gonna do a royal fap, Annie.
Okay, so let me close it again. And then after a full house, you can see that 4 of a kind beats a full house. It's important to know what beats what, because that's going to determine whether you call or fold or raise.
All right.
So basically in poker, you're playing. Are we done for the day? I mean, we'll do it again later. Another lesson later, or do you want to keep going?
As you wish. As you wish. I'm fine, but if you have something else to do, we can continue tomorrow.
I can do. I can do like another 2 minutes. So,
Okay.
basically you need to figure out when you look down at your two cards after the flop comes. You need to know whether you're drawing to the nuts, which is like the best hand, an unbeatable hand, or if you're drawing to something that's probably going to be beaten. And that's how you determine whether you call, fold, or raise. So you had Jack Queen of hearts, and if the flop comes, let's say 9-10 of hearts, so it's 9-10, and you have Jack Queen. There's 4 hearts. You have a up and down straight draw, which means if an 8 comes, if a queen comes, you have the nut straight, an unbeatable straight. You have a queen high flush draw. Most likely your hand's going to be good. So you have to stay in. You want to be betting and raising, because there's so many cards that can make your hand better.
Yeah.
And the key to poker is always give yourself an out. Basically, you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to call. If the other guy, let's say there's a 9-10 jack on the board, that's the flop, 9-10 jack, and you have 2 3s. You have pocket 3s, and the other guy bets. You have to fold. You can't call because you're drawing to 1-3. If he has a 9, a 10, a jack, if he has queen, king, if he has 7-8, I mean, there's so many hands that can beat you. You want to let it. The key to poker is get your money in when you're winning. Get as much money in as you can when you're winning, and get as little money in when you're losing. That's the key to poker.
All right.
And,
Okay.
And you don't want to be calling. Remember another thing. Texas Hold'em. Write this one down. Texas Hold'em is not a calling game. It's a betting game.
All right. It's not a calling game. It's a betting game.
Betting game.
All right.
And then we'll talk later in the morning. I mean, the more you play, those words are resonating more to you. The more you play, and the more you learn the game.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for your time, though. Thanks a lot. I mean, don't hesitate to bug me. I'm gonna be streaming it again tomorrow, every day, like 1 or 2 hours, like this. And so don't hesitate to pop in, and if you want to give like few tips.
Is it 8 hours ahead in France?